Joni D and Little Joan and the guest dog, and this is a screenwriter's rant on Do Not Disturb, movie where a couple turns into a couple of cannibals. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 13, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So, they're on their honeymoon in Miami. They meet another couple. They take some drugs, some peyote, and during the night, the wife takes a chunk out of the husband, nearly like bites him. And they find that so amazing, they invite the woman in the couple and to have sex with them, I think, and then they end up killing her and partially eating her. And they realize that when they take drugs, they become cannibals. And of course, it just disintegrates from there. They get rid of the body, and then of course the husband comes looking for her, and I'm pretty much gonna guess they end up killing and eating him too. But they're really into the cannibalism. Not a movie for me. Seems a bit much. But sure, I guess for a horror movie, here they are cleaning up the blood. I mean, I'm expected to believe that people can become cannibals just from like a drug-induced thing. It doesn't sound very realistic to me. So, first act, they're on vacation, well, honeymoon. It also seemed to imply they had some problems, which doesn't bode well for their relationship, I guess. Anyhow, they meet this other couple. They're having a good time. The other couple gives them drugs, which they then take, and they end up going too far, and the bride takes a bite out of her groom. He survives. Second act, I guess they invite the woman over and then end up having sex with her, but drug-fueled sex, and then they end up killing her and eating her, which I guess is really the beginning of the second act. I don't know. So then they like it, and first they got to get rid of the body, and then they decide to continue it. I guess. I assume they kill the husband. I don't know. I think you could have maybe done this as a tongue-in-cheek comedy horror. Not so much a serious thing. I don't buy the seriousness of it. As a comedy horror, yeah, you could have done it if you set up the other people as being so obnoxious and awful that they kind of deserve death. And I don't know. You might be able to... With comedy, you could stretch things a little more. This seems to be trying to sell it to me as a realistic thing. Kind of not buying it. Doesn't seem to be scary. It just seems like it's going to be bloody and kind of gross. But I don't know. Maybe. Third act. That's the big question. I mean, realistic ending would be they get caught and then they're either killed in the process of trying to capture them, or they get away and continue to roam the country eating people, which would actually be a scarier ending, I guess. But still, it's I don't know. It doesn't really do it for me. Let's see if there's a write-up. Oh, here we go. Maybe we'll get some more here. Chloe and Jack travel to Miami for their honeymoon. Amidst the flashy neon and the sunny beaches, they decide a peyote experience will strengthen their marriage. They just got married. Unbeknownst to them, they've been given a rare and powerful strand that awakens the desire to eat human flesh. Oh, okay, so it is the drugs. All right, that's a little better. Confronting their toxic relationship, their suite becomes a den of love, lust, and resentment as she realizes the only way to escape the troubled marriage is to an emotionally abusive husband is to literally consume him? What? How does that work? That wasn't even in the trailer. I mean, she bites him in the beginning, but then they eat another person. So if it's about him, I don't know where you're going with this. No, I'm out. Completely out. I probably wouldn't have watched it anyway, but how do you have a troubled marriage? You're on your honeymoon. You just got married. People on their honeymoon, they're sex crazed in love. Normally, I mean, you're having trouble in your honeymoon. I think that's a red flag. Maybe not get married. Yeah, we're having a lot of trouble. Better go get married and be on our honeymoon. That doesn't make any sense. So, lot of conflicting things here. Could you make this work? Maybe. I mean, maybe the drug angle. Yeah, I guess I could see that working. If it was, again, I think the setup's all wrong. Um, Maybe you initially can the main character consumes evil people, but then it's about fighting the drug and fighting the desire to eat human flesh. Then maybe you could make that work. I don't know what it would be a metaphor for, but I mean, that's how do you come back from that after you've eaten some people? Seems like you wouldn't. Yeah, it seems like a dark horror film. Cannibalism is dark, man. Come on. I mean, can we agree on that? Can we agree that cannibalism is a dark, dark corner of the world? That you shouldn't do it, and that once you've sort of crossed that line, you really got as from a screenwriting perspective. How do you make a character like that sympathetic and keep people on board? I don't know if you can. You know, maybe if you place it in a different world where certain people are just so evil and other people there's no other food, something like that. I don't know, it just seems it's too much. Maybe a short film you could get away with this. The only movie I think I sort of liked was Eating Raoul. But again, that was a comedy version of this. Essentially they were eating the rich people that came to their restaurant and serving them up to other rich people. So it kind of worked. It wasn't the greatest movie in the world, but it kind of worked. I don't know. I don't know if this works. Anyhow, that's it for me. Tony D, Little Joan, and the guest dog. Check me out at Chimney Rustic Ales tomorrow at 2 p.m. That's Saturday in Hamilton, New Jersey. Oh, you got to come to Hamilton. It's so cosmopolitan now. It's great. You go around. You got the breweries. You got restaurants. You got places to go. And you got me at 2 p.m. talking about the Jersey Devil. Hope to see you there. We'll see you in the next one.